abusia for Justice Gertrude Tokono ne suspension ho ensem na abusia etwagu a edi bia ba besom eha Media G say enen de dikon to channel so I best body subscribe like na bo ahema for pensem ne bi eti no enya bi enti akwai say Chief Justice ne suspension no Ghana for bebe na e de omonsem e de ababonte na Ghana Bar Association enso e de message na se beka so mo de letter na krata e de ababonte yenko ni nkote nsem a Ivan Chei Innocent e de ababetudwa e fa sa krata ya Ghana Bar Association for e de abano na se bi na se ho adwenche bia about more than na ya che ya adwen ha Media G subscribe like it na bomo den abo notification bell no so for more political updates yente Ivan nen some of the tudwa emna sesia yedase.
The people are raising a lot of comments say didn't they say Omapayini John Dramani Mahama is so suspended Chief Justice my recent one Ghana Bar Association mo crack on mutual de buy and you can we are near Babetwa so ewo other matters so especially with the NPP for thank you to no more.
Yeah, Jabi. The kind I mention what here for na menka say say akase betimi achechere oman amana ye ya we need very honest people who are very candid to issues na that fairness no and betimi aboa na that honesty no and betimi achechere oman. I was very surprised when I heard say Ghana Bar Association I shall say issue statement concerning this because we've been in this country for the past 8 years and near my will be a number of instances everybody became aware say your judiciary was getting compromised to the extent say individuals the issue court a bit me atwama asem no na impact and sign na yakotena say the who ruling aba and nema akoso back and forth kwanya na the executive first one sabi all 100 individuals out of their position domilivo yenim they go through several other individuals but this association was so quiet to the extent say some of us thought they never even exist. All of a sudden government has changed and then they found their voice. It's good. Maybe I can say in a democracy we need the institutions to be very vocal, very participative. But you see, when you do some of these things, you bring your credibility on the line. It's the reason why some people have suddenly questioning the moral. Your friend is saying we are the Ghana Bar Association at this time to be jumping into the fray all of a sudden defending what is going on. In the first place, petitioner air cost. Nobody, including the NPP and your friend saying GBA, has been able to prove with a single evidence indeed the President Mahama so far is in direct contravention with existing laws of engagement. None, not even one. Namum, or more country say he should call the Chief Justice back. Now, the question is that discretion rested with the President. If you go to the Constitution, now a case see to me establish merit in the case area. Now say committee tenase na oyena juma. At that point, the President may that is a constitutional discretion that is imposed on the President to exercise. That power enya Ghana Bar Association there, enya political party be there. Even NDC as a political party, no okura by no enya ne there. That decision solely rests on the President to make that discretion. The President sat down and says, the woman should sit aside. And all of a sudden, there is this strengthened advocacy calling on the President or on bringing it back. So even if the President resigned on that decision of woman the number back, you could see and now you to the mechanism because it was out of nothing and a President cast on control. This is a woman who is responding to 3 separate petitions. You need time to go out there and have time to respond. But all of a sudden, the whole thing has been turned into some kind of a political football. In the first place, petition and people know where it is coming from. The first one they will know was brought forward by a police officer, our ACP. I see. On an issue no started with Takrade. Okoto land from your friend is saying Netherlands maybe Netherlands, ne girlfriend that our Ghana have forged documents. Enya the power of attorney from that Brunino and Okoton assassin a beachfront our second D. And of them are police officer no. And a police officer no toy. But later sa asem no court no na documents near fraud and police no anya due diligence and no ba no agidi sika. So which means that the property you cannot own it. asem no court secondary high court omudi wi na eba Supreme Court bench no so and a police officer your lawyer yi only Chief Justice benya that encounter
okay
ye di asem no gu no so no o say after ruling no Chief Justice catch and say oh you incompetent e kan kasafin na se for kire no.
Oh really?
Oh yes e wo bench no catch and say mo sora mu nim hwe ye friend say police senior police officer what that some back court or you need to just some no can according to the petitioner no was very disparaging and na all responded say or disagree with Chief Justice and some no can kire no and I'm going to say no because we're disrespecting him. And this police officer was arrested and he was detained. So clearly, JB, issue way now a chop petition that come president a hefa and I politically motivated. A hefa na John Mahamaintrouble say your friend is saying or no show be because this is a personal beef between Obia what you sue court and the Chief Justice.
Yeah.
And asem no guswa e koso. Asem no court or the court right. Am I honsem kwasan ebeye we so issue are appended for several times and or they are thrown in the form of a petition or they come president at the end of the day Council of State close with those power to ensure say they establish merit or not Debbie ma mpanimfo ne lawyers mpanimfo oko Council of State ye ne ya wodi say Madam Sofia Koficountryman
yes Otusubi
wodi say Akotobamfo Etisubi former retired chief we wodi say your friend say Madam Betimo Idrusu by a former attorney general these are legal brains at no the day no almost scrutinize the petition who said there is substance in it and that the president should proceed not on setting up a committee and the within chain now you have issues with data. The question is based on what? As a foreign MP, they didn't ask for no more. The question is a dear bay in a swore, and a mujina swaka Kwanya Mahama Fasa all year, Juman Watomra A, B, C, D, T. There is no basis. So for me, so all these are petty partisan issues, no serious mind or avail anything to it. Maybe the NSA, maybe the course within our judiciary, a certain Chief Justice. A such any individual. It is about the sanctity and the credibility of our judiciary, and that we must do everything to protect its integrity. Since I'm not say how many Ghanaians and what trust away judiciary? It's none. Now, no, small set research or mother you saw the outcome. Yes. In a democracy, my culture said the most important thing has to do with the trust and confidence citizens every person in the state institution. Because we need trust our state institution. You will never use that institution. So if we've gotten to a point in time where Ghana for and court to need, I know that it threatens our very cohesion, it threatens our existence, and it threatens the foundations of our democracy as well. So, when you see those signs, you don't even fight it, you resign and go home. But who yeah, Juma mo for say impel over TV so what is the point you sitting here? What has America? Because you are not working for yourself, you are working for the people. Now people are rebelling against you based on legitimate concerns or more. As a reasonable person, you bow out and go. But in our situation, that is not the case. So,
my main kind of essence of the Ghana Bar Association for Kratabotro and the Koye, our paragraph 2 of the petition and I said Kratabotro, I said, per the Constitution, Code of Ethics and Regulations of the GBA, the GBA concerns itself with the matters affecting the legal profession, which includes, but not limited to, defending and upholding freedom and justice in Ghana and maintaining the maintenance of independence of the judiciary. Now, I say, as at 27th March 2025, when the General Council of the GBA met, 3 petitions had been submitted for the removal of the Chief Justice and 2 cases had been instituted at the Supreme Court challenging the procedure that had been triggered for the removal of the Chief Justice, with subsequent application for injunction of the said processes. The GBA is mindful of the provisions of Article 246 Clause 6 and 7 of our 1992 Constitution, which detail the processes of the removal of the Chief Justice by providing the following. A. Where the petition is for the removal of the Chief Justice, the President shall, acting in the Constitution with the Council of State, appoint a committee consisting of 2 justices of the Supreme Court, one of whom shall be appointed by the chairman by the president, and 3 other persons who are not members of the Council of State, nor members of Parliament, nor lawyers. The committee appointed under clause 6 of this article shall inquire into the petition and recommend to the president whether the chief justice ought to be removed from office.
Yes,
we just an excerpt of the
yes,
and more, you know. So I think this is the most important.
Yes. So have there been, nobody has been able to establish as we speak, said there has been any controversy, any offense saying obi exactly, like processes now on so okono wa form and answer on form here for you to activate your voice. You understand that? So I idea say President Mahama has circumvented any of the laid down procedures. Now all year we some of us will not come and sit here and say the process should go through. But as it stands now, so all concerns are those concerns must be premised on legitimate grounds. Are grounded in law, grounded in fact. So when you're speaking, Sanka John Mahama appointed Obia or yet judge. One far judge, no, cover NDC minimum now, but now we so that is a legitimate concern. But as we stand, none of the provisions as outlined in the constitution, you know, and a president abuse any of them. So at the end of the day, and I'm going to talk about petition. This is not the first time a president is receiving a petition and removing a judge.
Yeah, that's true.
Namenkayo Anas at the petition, a comma, your friend is saying, President Akufo-Addo, Abra Ibinu Kwajem Ponchine na sefono. Abra committee no set it up where merit in the case, a premier facia was established. You know, President Akufo-Addo suspended 4 judges, including Justice Derry. At that time, no issue no munya nwe. Isn't not the same thing here? Yes. So at the end of the day, Abra committee ni the 4 judges were dismissed by President Akufo-Addo. It's on record. And again, Sam Krofo yo monama mudi semunu ye de day. As a foreign in Krofo. I said when you say Binsi Wokromada, let me take you back to 2015. Mami been a friend Loretta Lamte. Now on now ye Shraj boss. Oh Kroma President Mills and I appointed no. And now you were friend saying another pray. A true petition the Koma President Mahama say Mamina Disika Okbekaya story biba say were 2 free in Fia Kohan and Dine or airport way enti that particular issue when it came. Another true petition the Koma President Mahama say Mamina Onyinadi. And you know, your friend Brek-U Richard Newama or MPP ni, or no so through the same petition the command President Mahama. The woman was appointed by Professor Mills under NDC administration. John Mahama J petition or set it up because their powers is equal to be a high court way. President Mahama has set a committee. And all the investigation, you know, we man conclude say, Mama no unpack wa from the same President Mahama yeah no more accusing sack the woman. It's on record. So and you are and you're okay, but you obi there. That is the attitude I hate when you think you are better than Obi. So when I wear there, that was okay, but and you wanna Obi there.
But the petition against this Chief Justice, no, say I'm under NDC time.
The waiver.
Chief Justice we are.
This one,
yes.
Oh, about recently, yeah.
Akufo-Addo time say be by.
Exactly. For the petition there has been coming, and Akufo-Addo received the same petition. Consulted the Council of State and then asked for ruling no by or some merit in no boku here. At that time, nobody took the president on because we him say a legitimate way all play. So and Americans say all these things, you know, the MPP is a party that is clutching at straws. And for me, I think Zenka election or more losing, they need to sit down, just put pieces together because as we stand now, no, there is a bridge between you and the people of this country because of Nsemuna Akosu Okroma. Could you imagine, say, no, Nema Akosu Okroma, Emma Ghana for that bridge, you know, now, no, Madam Hanabisi Ukoye interview, I don't know about Mineral Development Fund. Do you know, say, Kwabrane etimi ede eko hanya dan cubicle etua 12 years in advance in dollars ewo kroma etua 12 years in advance sikani nyina $1.4 million dan bank office bank na wo pese wusi okroma wuntimi fa $1 million ensi okroma say by these people rented it out to Obi eko ji hu sika etua ni nyina nti we aban na wo ba there is nothing that you can do. Oh, Kroma say. So these are concerns that Ghana forward. And I'm small mukotoaba. And you know, so Bob on Tiaba can sema. Make sure say and some now can say binyansa woma. You have some people and their cause they rounded us some political parties on by demonstration. Adianchi and a goom issue statement say or they say obi am on amande and then who say PPP for issue statement. So clearly you could see say this is a sinking party sabi or they're just trying to clutch at straws and some na cause no say President Mahama afuma momfamra yina you will discuss it but as it stands in the media I think say the fact that Ghana for any GD way judiciary no enough for us to prune the institution because we want to make international man for use the judiciary as a tool, a political tool. Yeah, the cow man for ADCC a man for and actually a classic case has to do with the Domolivo case. Issue about Nipan is challenging the